Hi everyone. What we're going to do is talk about careers in QA, quality assurance, games testing, game testers. So one of the great preconceptions I come across when I go to present at universities, maybe meeting parents, talking about the future careers of their children, is this great preconception that the ultimate job in the games industry is to be a games tester and you play games all day long and you get paid for it. That you'll be sitting there, you play a bit of FIFA, maybe then go and play a bit of Dead Space, then bang on to Burnout Paradise, play a bit of Madden, have a round on Tiger Woods, then a bit of Need for Speed, a little bit of a run around on Mirror's Edge. End of the day, you walk home and you get paid. So a great preconception, and the parents, when they talk to me about career opportunities within gaming, and when we talk about QA, is the first thing is, a career? My God, is this a job even? So it's a great preconception to overcome about what QA is about and the fact that there is a career structure within quality assurance. So when you look at the role of a games tester, it's a different reality to the one that's preconceived. Their role is obviously to effectively break the game build, to then go back to the games team and show what's wrong with the game so the games team can then react and adapt it, fix that problem, be it through programming, coding, art, audio, whatever is not working and mapping to make it a great gaming experience. So this involves a tester spending many hours on one game perhaps, trying to break one particular aspect or level of that game, playing it monotonously and many times. Take a driving game. I remember with the old Formula One games going in and a member of the QA team driving round Monza, trying to break the build, driving the car backwards, spinning it, hitting the barriers at different points, accelerating and braking in different ways, hitting the different other Formula One cars that you're competing against at different parts of the track, trying to do different times, consistently on that same track, going round Monza the whole time in different ways, clockwise, anti-clockwise, etc., trying to break that game to make sure that they had visited all aspects of that particular track build, that when it was in the hands of the person that spent the money to buy that game, that they were happy with the quality of the game when they played it and didn't have the bugs or problems that game could have. That guy who was testing going around Monza, I remember him saying that he effectively lived that circuit on and in his dreams. So that gives an example, is that it's not the glamorous life that you're thinking it would initially be. And within that there's a lot of systematic processes to follow and things that you're looking out for. So it may surprise you that to become a QA tester, there is a very in-depth QA games tester assessment test. What does this involve? It involves a number of things. But a great QA tester is someone that is very perceptive. So playing things like a short movie clip and then playing that movie clip afterwards with different things changed in it, how perceptive is that person in recognising things have changed? Playing again another clip of a game and then asking them questions on that particular clip afterwards, how much do they remember? How much are they looking and taking in what's going on? All of these sort of perceptive skills and the ability to look for issues where others can't see them is a quality that is not as easy to find as you would expect. So there is a quite in-depth assessment test to get into this particular role. So now I think you're getting more of a flavour that it's much more of a role that builds into a career than what you expected. So when we look at QA, there's a number of different roles and progression paths within it. You can start off as a QA tester, testing and trying to break those game builds, looking at systematic ways to review and manage your project, because this is a project management skill at the end of the day, because you're managing when you're going to deliver, when you've tested the build, what you're looking for. You then present what you found, present the issues and describe them exactly where they are, exactly what's happening, and exactly the method you went through to get to that particular issue. So this all requires a number of different skills: team working skills, communication skills, written and verbal skills, the ability to manage your time, to negotiate, to spend time. All of these are pretty key. So let's start off. You start off as a QA tester. You build your way up through the experience and the knowledge that you have, that you then have that knowledge that when you're working on a game, you know exactly what you're looking for. You know how to manage that systematic issue. Promoted to senior QA tester. You then commute to a QA test lead, leading a particular project or element of that particular project. Then moving into, it could be a senior QA project lead, a senior test lead, different roles within the team in different aspects. And then as you go, senior QA project manager, senior QA manager, and then obviously QA director and senior QA director. So a well-mapped path for somebody actually staying within QA and using their project management skills to make a difference to the business. Now, not only do you have this ability to work within QA, there are other routes available to you as well to build from your QA background. So starting as a tester, maybe through your project management skills, that you go and become a development manager or project manager. You start to oversee the schedule of a game development and map that out and operate a project schedule for a larger game development team. Again, a great career option that takes you off in a different commercial route. Maybe you move and become a producer. A producer because you've got that knowledge of games, how they're constructed and how they're built. You can then move into a game development team and oversee and start to work with the vision of that game and how it's produced and where it's heading to as a franchise. And so you could become a producer. Maybe because you've understood game dynamics and have your own innovatory ideas of how to improve it, you move into game design yourself. And a lot of people move from QA, games testing, and become games designers, moving into games directors. It's a great route to be in. Alex Ward, who's produced arguably one of the finest racing games of all time in Burnout Paradise, has his experience founded in QA. He was a games tester. And he's worked his way up, become one of the industry's most valued game designers, a visionary innovator with QA roots. So the message is to you is that when you look at careers, there is a career that can be built on from QA. You can stay within your own function and work your way up. You can become a producer. You can work and become a project manager, or you can work and become a game designer. Maybe you have the skills and you could be a programmer. Again, having the skills of C++, C#, or if you're going into mobile with J2ME or Brew, those skills are pretty inherent. Maybe you go into art and you use QA as a basis to launch your brand into EA as an artist. So QA, exactly as I tell people, and when I speak to parents about careers aspirations of graduates, there is a great career to be had from the strong foundations that QA can provide you. Hopefully that gives you a good idea of QA and why it can be a great career option. Thank you very much.